Good morning. Happy Saturday. Welcome to Bailey's and Tea Saturday to create a card with me. I know I did not post the directions and stuff. It's been a very busy week for me and I just didn't get it done. So I did create a very easy card today. So you'll be able to follow along with me if you would like, or you can just watch and then create it on later when you have a moment. We're going to use the Happy Hedgehog card, the Happy Hedgehogs stamp set this morning. So as you're jumping on and I'm getting set up, please say hello. I love to know who's out there, who wants to chat with me today. There we go. Hopefully I got volume down. I think so. Morning, Barb. How are you? How's the weather out there in Lloyd? It's nice and sunny here today. I might get outside and actually get something done today. Clean up the yard after those nasty dogs that we have. So as you jump on, I'm going to flip you around, but please say hello. Let's chat. Tell me what's going on this week in your world, and we'll continue the conversation as we create our card. So I'll flip you around and we'll get started. Make sure I don't put you into an emergency mode. Oh, it's sunny there. That's good. We're supposed to get rain this afternoon, so we'll see how long this sunshine lasts. All right, I think we're ready to go. So cheers to Saturday, everybody. We made it through the week. I know I did, barely. So here is the card that I came up with. Now I know it's not using the hedgehogs, but I do have some other samples that have the hedgehog in it. But as I was creating, I was just drawn to this card. So this is the one that I wanted to create with you. And it's using up the hand-penned designer series paper. Good morning, Rhonda. Oh, you got sunshine too? Ooh, we're all lucky today getting some sunshine. We all need it, right? That vitamin D. So the stamp set is here, Happy Hedgehogs. And it also comes with a coordinating punch, which I haven't actually even used yet, but I will we'll get to that eventually. And so I make myself a little template usually of what they look like when they're stamped out. So here is the shapes and whatnots that it gives you. And then you can layer them, sort of emboss his shell or back, whatever you want to call it. You can stamp that and then punch it out of the bigger one, and then layer it on, and you can kind of create a bunch of texture and make him look almost lifelike, him or her, I should say. So that is fun. And it's got the little cherry tree, I would say, a little cherry blossom tree, and mushroom, butterfly, the bird, and then it's got a couple nice greetings. It's so nice of you to be so nice, which is kind of cute. And finding a friend is the best discovery of all. So it's a cute little set, independent to just the stamp set and the punch. And a sneak peek for those of you who have not seen your new catalogs yet. This one is carrying over, so that's why we're going to use that one today. We're also going to use The Biggest Wish for our sentiment. So let me throw some stuff out of my way here, and then I'll get my directions on what we're doing. So our base is created from the mint macaron, or macaroon, depending on how you say it, cardstock. That is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. And then I took a second piece of the mint macaron and I embossed it with the Tasteful Textiles embossing folder, which is going to leave us. That's what my little yellow dots mean. Red means current, yellow means it's going, so that I know when the catalog leaves and it's in my stash, I need to transfer it over. So that's kind of my organization tip for you. So I've embossed that. So that's just going to layer over top of there for us. And then I have taken the rectangular stitch frames. I can't talk today. I've taken the second one here, and that's the one I've used to cut out the hand pinned designer series paper, which unfortunately is going to leave us. All of our designer paper does not stick around. We get new batches every catalog, which is good and bad, because if you have a favorite, then you know what's going, but you know what's going to happen. It's not a surprise. So I've cut out these 3 pieces, which this polka dotted one is just the back side to get the floral, and then the mint macaron striped. So I've cut out those 3 out of that stitched rectangle. I've also got myself a piece of basic white that is 2 3/4 by 1 1/4. So that's going to create our little sentiment banner there. And then I've got the bird stamped. I've just pre-stamped it onto a piece of paper. And then I've got some of the woven, and I apologize for my fingers. I was staining rails and handrails and stuff like that today or this week in painting, so I haven't gotten it all off yet. When you've got dry hands, it kind of seeps into everywhere. So I've got that pale papaya, woven ribbon that we're going to use. We're also going to cut it up. And then this one is actually retired. I didn't realize that when I used it, but we're going to cut it up and we are going to pull it apart to get those fibers so that we can make a fun little sort of rustic bow on it. And then I've used the Genial gems, which are going to leave us as well. All right, so is everybody ready? Got your pieces? Give you a second? Or are we going to watch and then do it later? It's not a difficult card, so it's you could definitely just watch and do it after. Oh, get that off. I need to clean this. It's sticky. So, good news on the shipping and products coming back into the warehouse at Stampin' Up. They are arriving fast and furiously, and the inventory list, out of inventory list, I should say, is shrinking quickly. So that is a good thing. So if you're waiting on anything, you may want to pop into the store and just see what has come back in stock, because it may be something that you're waiting on. If I know of something that you're waiting on and I know it's back in stock, I've contacted you so we can get that ordered for you right away before it goes out of stock again. And we can get you what you need. Seal was a big thing that if you're out, you may want to get some, because it seems to come and go quite quickly. So I'm just lining these up. If you have a hard time lining those up, I would recommend, I'm just looking for what I'm recommending here, a little ruler. I have a clear one, but I'm just going to use this because it's right beside me. What I would do is just lay that down on the edge. A clear one would work better, obviously, and then you can just kind of eyeball that all the way down. I'm pretty good, I've been doing this a while, that I can just sort of eyeball it. But if you can't and you need that little extra help, then a ruler is definitely a good idea. You can sort of judge that I've probably got maybe a ½ inch there. We'll measure it and see. Oh, it's an inch. It's an inch or a millimeter on this ruler, but I can quickly line that up easily. What is my dog doing? Kane, don't. Sorry, he's, I think he's got allergies and he's obsessively licking his paw, and we're trying to get him to stop doing that. So I just have to yell at him for a moment. Okay, so quickly, we've got that down. Easy peasy, right? So we're going to go ahead and we are going to use our mint macaron. Oops, I've already got the stamps on the block. Don't need to pull that out. We're going to use mint macaron and our memento to do our sentiment. So I've taken the big birthday and we're going to stamp that onto this little banner piece with mint macaron. And then I'm going to come in with the memento and stamp the happy. So I love this set because it's got those mixed fonts and it looks really cool. will go like that. And I'll just put those over there out of my way. Okay, and then I'm going to take my scissors and remind you how to do a banner. So just snip up the middle and then side to middle. And then side to middle again. And that will create your little banner. Easy, right? How many of you do all of these little banners all the time? It's just a fun way to jazz up your sentiment a little bit. Right? Okay, and then we're going to use some dimensionals on that. Everybody's so quiet out there. No one's chatting. Are you guys all making the card with me? That's okay if you are. I'm happy if that's what you're doing. All right, and so I put some couple dimensionals on the back, and I'm just sort of going to line it up with the edge here, and the stitch edging, I should say, and sort of almost right in the middle. I'm actually going to move it up just a smidge. There we go. So we got that down. This is such an adorable set. Okay, and then we are going to take and color our little birdie here. So I've used the light balmy blue to color the top part of him or her. Probably a her if she's kind of blue and pink. All right, done. And then I'm going to take that darker one and I'm going to just come in and highlight where those little shadowing edges are. So these little tiny little dots, checks, dashes, whatever you want to call them, I treat those as sort of the natural highlighted areas, and then I color those in. And then I'm going to use petal pink, light petal pink on the bottom. So cute. And then I use light Calypso Coral for the flower. And then I'm going to use a Daffodil Delight light for the, not this leaf, the beak and the middle of the flower. And then I'm going to come in with the mint macaron to match my base for the leaf. And I'll hold this up in 2 seconds to show you. There it is. Cute, right? And then we'll come in with our Wink of Stella and sort of highlight those little areas of the wings as well to give it a little bit of bling. Actually, I might do the little belly, the front of the belly there too. Okay, so there we go. Hopefully the camera will get it, I'm not sure. So I already have one done, I just haven't Wink of Stella'd it. Oh, actually this is a different color. Sorry, I'm not going to use that one. It won't match. It'll look funny. It's done in Pool Party. So we'll quickly cut this one out. I had so many little pieces on my desk last night. I was doing some late night creating for you guys. As I said in my post, I just can't catch a break with work this week and have not been home in the studio, so nothing's getting done around here. I did, however, get catalogs out in the mail, so watch your mailboxes. You know, priorities, right? The catalogs need to get out. No creating, but get those catalogs in the mail. So if you have ordered from me, you have been sent one. And if you need one and you don't already have a demonstrator, shoot me a message and I will get you sent one out as soon as I can. I have probably 3 packages, I think. Yep, 3 sitting on the floor here, packed and ready to go. So it would just be a matter of going to the mail. I am doing errands today, so if you think you may not have one or you do want one, let me know and I can swing by the, sorry, my nose is running still. I can swing by the post office and drop it off for you right away. So we're going to put a couple dimensionals on the back of that bird. And if you don't like to fussy cut little intricate things, you may not want to fussy cut this little bird. And then I'm just going to put it down about right there. And then we're going to play with this ribbon. So what I've done is, I'm just going to finish cutting it. I've cut this in half. So I've taken the ribbon, let's hold it on my hand. I don't know, it's light, so you might not be able to see it. I've taken it and I've just snipped it right down the middle of that sort of weave so that I get the satiny and sort of the half weave. Because what happens is as we play with it, that weave, middle weave part starts to pull apart and it creates these fun little strings. So basically what I do is I just sort of run my nail along it to rough it up, loosen it up, and then it starts sort of separating and making those fun little fibers. And I'm going to tie a little bow with it. And by little, I mean I want some little bunny ears. You can see, I'll hold it up here. Well, I have here, I'll flip this over. You can see it's kind of got these little threads coming off of it. As you play with it more, they start to pull apart even more. So that's the look we want. Okay, and then I'm just going to trim my tails. Get that ready, and we're going to do the same thing with this woven. So as I said, I didn't realize that this had retired. So you may or may not have this. But basically I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to cut up the middle. Because I want those threads. So if you didn't have this roll, if you're not like a ribbon hoarder like I am, you could also use the Vanilla's baker's twine and just sort of pull apart those fibers as well. Because there's like three fibers sort of all together in the baker's twine. So I've just pulled that apart and I've got these thin little ribbony things and it will make a mess. And I'm just going to tie a bow with those. Maybe. Kind of got to hold them all together and then let them separate afterwards. Oops. Got to catch them all to tie that bow. There we go. It was much easier at midnight last night. There we go. So we've got our little bow. Let's make sure our ears match up with our other one because they're going to layer over each other. Trim off those ends. Okay. And then I'm going to use a glue dot and my Tombow to attach these together. So the pale papaya will go down with the glue dot and I'm just going to roll it to create a rolled glue dot. Very technical terms, I tell you. And it'll basically sit under the knot of that bow and then it won't catch on anything else. And then I'm going to put a daub of Tombow in the middle of that other bow. And I'm going to attach this fibrous ribbon bow to the middle of it. I'm just going to hold it for a few seconds here with my scissors and check the chat, see if anybody's talking to me. I'm just holding that so that the glue actually takes hold and bonds that together, and then we'll have a little peek. Well, we'll put our gems on and then we'll have a peek at a couple other examples. This may take a minute to catch it. I got too much stuff here on my desk. Sometimes it holds right away and sometimes it doesn't. So it may just need to sit for a few minutes. So Genial Gems. Oops, I don't have any big ones in that pack. Good thing I got a backup here. There we go. So I'm grabbing a large gem, except for I didn't grab the dot underneath. Come on, baby. Nope. There we go. That other one doesn't want to grab the dot. If I was using my take your pick tool, it might be a little easier. Right, guys? Take your pick tool is your best friend. All right, so we've got just 3 of those on there. That makes it look nice and pretty. We'll put that to the side and I'll show you some other ones. Isn't that cute? That bow is going to take a few seconds to grab hold. But there we go. That's what we've created. Maybe you've created it along with me. Maybe you're going to make one later. Up to you. I'll put that one there. Get my ribbon scraps out of the way. Okay, so here's another one I created using the hedgehogs. So aren't they cute? Just use my blends to color them in. And some, oh, what's that color? Polished pink. Just kind of monochromatic and cut out and layered those on some basic black. So nice and easy. And then that's just from the in color pattern paper pack that we get. We will be getting a new one that'll have different patterns in it. And I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but I have splattered some Winky on there just to give it a little bit of shimmer. And then added the linen thread. So super cute. This one was made by Tracy Bradley, so I cased this one. But I thought it was super cute and simple. It uses the bird again, and she did a bit of watercoloring on that bird, and then just used the hand-penned paper again in behind with the tags, and just some little bit of fibers, and the gingham embossing folder. I'll hold that up a little closer. And some of those iridescent rhinestones. So pretty simple, just basic card. You could use a different sentiment on there. You make it a happy birthday or whatever you want. And super easy to do. So that's Tracy Bradley that inspired that one. And then Emma Goodart of the Coastal Crafter inspired this one. So this card started it all. I did this one and then I continued on with some others. So the other ones I'll share with you on Wednesday when I share my other samples. But this one I had to show you. It's super, super cute. So a lot of coloring here. She colored all the flowers, all the mushrooms, but that's just using different shades to get the mushroom sort of look. And then some rose gold metallic paper, and then those brass butterflies. So this one's super cute. And then it doesn't have a sentiment on it. You could put something on the inside, or you could add a little sentiment somewhere, but she didn't do it. So this is basically copied straight from what she created. I just thought it was adorable. He kind of looks like he's sniffing the mushroom down there. So that is the extras that I have for you today. So any questions out there? It all made sense. It was a pretty basic card that we created today. I hope you have the Happy Hedgehogs set. If not, like I said, it's carrying over into the new catalog, so we don't have to worry there that it's going away in June. It will carry over. Remember the in colors that we talked about last week? They are coming. So be on the lookout for those, and you're getting your pre-order ready for what you want to get on May the 3rd. So as I said, if you do not have a demonstrator and you need a catalog, let me know. If you live in the Edmonton area, you are welcome to pop by and grab one. I will be around home all day, or I can just put it in the pickup box out front, and you can pick it up at your leisure. Other than that, I don't have much else to share with you today. I'm going to tidy up my room and get some stuff done. And I will be back with more to share for just to inspire you to get in your craft room and create something. Oh, what are you looking for, Rolanda? They're looking for an alternative for the happy birthday. Don't have that one. Oh, the biggest wish you don't have? Um, hmm. I don't know. I'll look in the catalog and come up with something similar for you, Rhonda, and then I'll send you a message and we can sort that out for you. Probably any happy birthday that you have in any set would look fine. Um, I recommend getting that set though, my dear, because it's a fun one, and I have used that one 100 times. I'm sure it's kind of a go-to for me. But I'll have a peek, and I will shoot you a message on something that you can use instead, or see what you got. All right. All right. I'm signing off, you guys. Have a wonderful Saturday. Thank you for tuning in with me. Thank you for creating with me. If you do make one, post it on my page, send it to me privately, and say that I can post it for you. And I'll be happy to share with everyone in the community. And thank you again. Take care. Paper hugs. Bye bye.